Number 4, photography and listing. So the first time I did this, I took the pictures of a 5-star property in District 1 on the lagoon, absolutely fabulous, furnished to a very high level. I took the pictures with my iPhone and I listed it. And I waited and I didn't get any bookings for a number of reasons. First of all, it didn't have any reviews. My pictures I thought were brilliant, but they weren't really. And nothing happened. Weeks went past, nothing happened. Then I got in touch with another superhost and I said, what am I doing wrong? And he said, first of all, looks like you've taken your pictures on an iPhone. I said, yeah. He said, that won't work. So he gave me the details of a photographer, a professional photographer, who went and took pictures for me. And it really was a difference between the moon and the stars. I cannot emphasize enough how important the photography is, right? Then he said to me, your property has absolutely no reviews. Nobody's ever stayed there. People are going to be wary about choosing your property. And he said, first of all, Airbnb for the first 30 days that you list the property gives you an artificial boost to promote your property. At the end of the 30 days, if you've got some bookings and you've got some good reviews, your property will continue to stay, at the top of the listings, because Airbnb and Booking.com are just search engines and they're algorithms. But if you don't get bookings and good reviews and the artificial boost stops, your listing is going to drop down pages and you're not going to get good bookings. So what we do is when we do the listing initially for the first month is we reduce the price a bit, right? So we get bookings. And then when we get those bookings, we give those guests exceptional treatment. So we get 5-star reviews. And we do this for the first month so that the algorithm likes our property and continues to keep pushing it up at the end of that 1 month initial boost. Also, listing is an art, right? And a science. How you list it, how you label the properties, how you price it, pricing. Pricing is also a science. How you organize the pictures, how you describe the amenities and the usage of the property, it's science. We have a full training on that. Get in touch with us if you want to know. Right, so pricing has to be done in one or two ways. Number one, it can be done manually, which means you have to check manually all the competition in your tower, in the surrounding towers, and make sure that the price that you're putting on a daily, weekly, monthly rate is competitive. And then the other way you can use is AI software. And then you combine what the AI is showing you and what manually you're finding, and then you figure out your price. Now, you need to have special prices for people who stay more than a week, special prices for people who stay more than 2 weeks, special price for people who stay a month. So you need to have specific rule sets, and you need to know how to input those rule sets into the listing. You're going to need training on that. And then you need to have special pricing for the Eid holidays, for Christmas holidays, for New Year's holidays, for when Dubai is busy with events. And so you need to know your calendar, and you need to be having your pricing special for those events. And you need to have your pricing looked at for the slower months as well, by keeping an eye on the competition. By being able to do that effectively, you can get the highest ADR, which stands for average daily rate, which is the key number for us, and the highest occupancy rate. So your job is to get the best ratio of average daily rate and occupancy rate. If you drop your price to $1 a day, you're going to get 100% occupancy. That doesn't mean anything. The idea is that you're getting the best daily rate and you're getting a high occupancy rate. So you're making good money, and that's also a science. So that's what happens. Stage number 4 is getting the photography done right, listing your property properly, getting your pricing done properly on a daily basis, and managing the 5-star reviews.